welcome back to the railway. Hope everyone's been okay. Now this is a quick update on our railway. Of course it's not Cattington anymore, so there you go. Carl's going to show you around what he has been doing and give you a little insight of what he's going to do. Things may change, as you know, but he'll give you a little insight of his plans. And as I say, we do have a new name for our railway, but we'll show you the new what sign, isn't it?
The logo.
The logo. We have actually got a logo for it now.
Nearly.
Nearly. Once that's finished, we'll show you it. We do have little Dylan. Hi, Dylan. He knows the name of it, and he's promised not to say anything. Thanks, Dylan. So yes. So here's the latest update. See you in a bit.
Okay, so as Debbie said, I want to give you a quick tour of what the layout currently looks like. So let's take a look. So this is the most interesting point for me, and this is where the Cattington station used to be, and I used to have the castle and hill in the far corner. And as you can see, we're introducing a raised section of two main lines that will go around the entire room. And as you can see, I've already got a little freight 66 on there. Why? I've done it as a raised section, not only just to give it a bit of character, but I've also got a line that comes down on this side, and I've also got one that's going to be on the other side as well. This is a little bit steeper than it needs to be, so it'll be a bit smoother. But the idea is, not only is that a nice scenic view of trains coming up to join the one already up there, down here and down there where you can't tell, I'm going to build a bit of a fiddle yard. So the whole footprint is basically where all those boards are on screen. We can build a fiddle yard, and that'll allow me the storage that I've been lacking, and that's what Cattington missed. It's just somewhere I can keep rakes of coaches, maybe even trains, and I can pull them out onto whichever line I like, and they can go up and join this main line running track. I'm going to do express points to allow me to change from inner and outer, and just whizzing round. That's going to join possibly a station of some description, hopefully a passing loop, but I can't guarantee it. And then that's going to carry on going round, reach the next corner, and it's still going to be double track. I just run out of track. Double track over here, back over to where the boards are. This whole area still remains to be worked on. It's not going to be just a simple track going through. It's going to have possibly a small terminus station, possibly some factory work, possibly even a marshalling yard. There's everything to do here. None of that track's going to be permanent. And then we're back here where we've joined that. But if we follow it round again just a little bit further, something I am also doing is this section here. So there's going to be like a third line, almost hidden, that runs parallel with the track, and it comes through the layout at this point. And this is going to be much higher than I want it to be. I've just got these cat meat boxes for height, but I'm doing about 75mm gap, not this height. So that will come down a lot. It'll make it a bit more cosy. The plan is I'll have a road bridge or a river coming through here as well. And this line that comes through, and it's in front of the main station. It will have some sort of, not branch lines, but there'll be lines coming off it. One of which is going to go back round to the front of this section. So that'll be some depot, a couple of lines maybe. Just storing trains, like give me a terminus, somewhere to go to. And then back this way, I've got things to do here, I'm not sure what. And then it's actually going to reconnect back. I've been messing around with this. And go under the layout again, and then back round and connect with basically the underground fiddle yard. And there's the option here to have a branch line going off into a tunnel that will just be a single branch line, which is basically a storage thing more than anything else. So there's lots of stuff that's going to change. I know there is. The height of all these boards is all wrong. The fiddle yard over here is going to be hidden. So the idea is these boards, these first two boards, will both be hinged at the far end, and now they will lift up, so I can gain access to that fiddle yard. The points in the fiddle yard are going to have to be motorised, and I've been looking at layouts lately, and the idea is the point motors will be above the board, just make wiring a lot easier, and it's not Scenic, so it doesn't matter. But any points that I use on this layout, on this part of the layout, will be motorised below the board, so I need to make sure that doesn't clash. I'm going to be using express points where I've got running trains, and then tighter points where I'm not. So there we go. That's the current plan. It's changed 5 times in the last 5 weeks, and it will probably change 5 more times before the next video. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm sure you'll follow us along to see what happens next. I think we're in a lucky position. We've got some baseboards already set up. Things are already in place. We've got lots of track. I need to order more track. I've got these inclines to test. I've read the specs. I can't remember what they are for your kind of average gradient. I'm also aware I've got corners here, which are never good to have on a gradient. But I think it's possible. And as you can see, I have actually been testing the trains. Right, I hope you enjoyed that little insight into what's happening. Please subscribe and follow us, then you can see what happens next and how many of these decisions I've already made are already thrown away, and I've come up with new ideas. And I'm sure it's going to be very exciting, and we're truly looking forward to doing this. And so take care, everybody, and see you soon.